Okay, so look, there's Raider, and there's Tanky Boy. I always think about stuff that people say, right? So there's, because I use a ton, I feel like it's a ton of food, but it really isn't. But I use a lot out here, right? And so even a lot of classical guys are like, yeah, you use the food, and then you got to phase it out, right? Like Ian Dunbar. It's like, yeah, people just aren't phasing out the food anymore. And but there was this one guy. He said, and it's a dude I liked a lot of his stuff. He's like, we don't use food here because we don't need that dopamine. And so every time that thing pops into my head, because I'm like, I'm using too much food, right? I think about that saying, and then I think of Eminem, where he goes, so Will Smith ain't got a cuss in his records. And he goes, well, I do, so fuck him and fuck you too. So that's what I think about with the food. Well, you don't need it? Well, fuck him and fuck you too. But the other part is there was this thing on PBS I saw, and they showed the dog trained with just praise and affection, and then they did this, what's the brain scan thing? That's the MRI, right? Where they do the brain scan? No, that's not MRI, that's something else. But he was trained with just praise and affection, and then the other dog was trained with food. And when they said, come on, buddy, the Pyrenees guys over there, he's got this thing lately, whining at every, not terrible, but sometimes it's bad, sometimes it's just a little bit. Whenever we see a dog, sometimes a cat. Now we're in the grass, I'm letting him get away with not walking right. But anyways, the praise and affection, when they showed the brain, there was more excitement than there was with the food. So it's like, which one really gives more dopamine? Right? Dopamine's just the excitement. Right? The chemical reaction in our brain and body with the excitement. I guess more specifically when something gives us excitement. I guess. What you think, dude? He got to play ball, and he had to leave him alone and do recalls. Let's go get this bottle, get the next group out. Anyways, it's whatever, dude. Do what you want.